Okay, now that is a teaser trailer. Unlike the first one, I can understand why people love this one. The first one is like taking a quick clip of some extra on Hoth scrubbing down an X-Wing. I believe people loved that trailer because it was it was Star Wars and not for the actual content it displayed. This teaser was different. This trailer set a tone for the movie. The only thing missing is some comedy and some dialogue, but then again, I can't remember if the previous movies had that in their trailers, and once again, this is only a teaser. That said, these are some things that stood out to me in the teaser trailer. Luke. Mark Hamill narrates a good deal of the trailer. He's seen giving someone a lightsaber, so this seems to be the literal passing of the torch moment. Also, it's interesting that I assume it's Luke, has a metal hand. I know he has a metal hand after Empire, but it still looked like a human hand. Was he not able to keep up the maintenance on the other hand? Also, I imagine after him playing a part in the invaders and the Emperor's death, the Empire, or what's left of it, still chasing after him, so maybe he had to get an upgrade or downgrade in his hand. The worlds. What worlds will we see in this film? Will they be planet hopping? The first image is on a seemingly desert planet. I doubt it's Tatooine because that would be too obvious. A good deal of the trailer seems to take place in the desert. There is also a shot of X-Wing fighters going by trees, so I'm guessing that this is going to be on a different planet since in the Star Wars universe, in the movies anyway, each planet seems to have only one single environment. Also later we see that the Empire is still around. Are they still based on Coruscant, or are they based somewhere else because maybe there's still a whole bunch of splinter cells of the Empire left? The characters. Is the villain the one with the lightsaber a Sith? There can only be two Sith at a time, and both Vader and the Emperor are dead. So, yeah. I'm assuming the young people in the trailer, the X-Wing pilot and the couple running, are the main characters. I can't glean anything about their personalities from the trailer. I just hope that the writing's better than it was in the prequels. Would it be safe to assume that the female is Leia's daughter based off on what Luke was talking about in the beginning of the trailer? Obviously, the Sith will still be around, but how many Jedi will there be after 32 years? Hopefully in the film, the villains won't just be evil for the sake of being evil. I just hope that every principal and supporting character gets their moment, otherwise this film will come across as being too bloated. Also, it's interesting that they used an appearance of Chewbacca and Han to end the trailer. No Leia or C-3PO, huh? Interesting. The Empire. With both Vader and Palpatine gone, who's running the Empire? Like I said before, is the Empire splintered across the galaxy? The saying, when the head falls, the body is soon to follow, isn't usually true when you think about it. There tends to be a mad scramble for power, and the whole thing turns out to be a big mess. I imagine that the Empire is still around, but with the depths of its head, and the rebels are now on more equal footing with them now, I assume. Also, a chrome stormtrooper. Wasn't Battlestar Galactica a different take on Star Wars? The Cylons were their version of the stormtroopers, and now Star Wars is aping off of Battlestar Galactica? That's a twist. The technology. Maybe it will be addressed in the movie, but I would think that after 30 years there would be a sharp jump in technology. Based on the trailer, there's been some slight alterations, but everything still looks basically the same. Also, that Star Destroyer crashed and deserted on that planet. Imagine what it took to take that down. And finally, CGI and practical effects. If there's anything that I love about this trailer, it showed me there's a great marriage between the CGI and practical effects. One of the worst things that the prequels and the Hobbit films as well did was an over-reliance on CGI. It started becoming the case of the uncanny valley, making something look so real to the point that it doesn't look real anymore. Well, that's my version of it anyway. George Lucas made all the backgrounds with CGI, and from afar they might look good, but up close they look artificial. He also did that with the alien characters. CGI should not be there in the service of the story, but should help the story. From what I see of this film so far, and from the photos, there will be physical sets, and some of the aliens will be animatronic and done with puppetry. Well, so far so good. Next up is the Batman vs. Superman trailer, and then the first full non-teaser trailer of Star Wars The Force Awakens. And until next time, goodbye.